Hey there everyone, it's Shelly Levi here, and today I am going to share with you some healthy snacks that you can pack when traveling. I found out over the years, being in the fitness industry now for 20 years, I know I'm getting old, and then also dealing with autoimmune disease, celiac, and Hashimoto's. Being able to travel has become a lot more difficult and harder to stay on track. And I don't know if any of you have ever gotten caught in an airport where your flight's been delayed, not by just 20 minutes or 45 minutes, but like hours, and you're stuck having to buy a $10 candy bar. It's like crazy. So these are some of my go-tos, as I'm preparing to come back to Minnesota tomorrow. I thought, you know what, I'm going to shoot a little video and show some of the things that I pack when I'm traveling to try to help ease any of those situations. If a flight gets delayed, if I get stuck somewhere, I don't want to get caught off guard because, and even I know airports have restaurants, but not a lot of those restaurants are celiac friendly. They don't have the ability to be able to control the cross-contamination in some of those restaurants in those airports. So these are some of the things that I pack. Now, if I'm going on a shorter trip, I don't bring as much, but if I'm going on a longer trip like this next week, I'm gonna be gone for a full week. So I'm packing extra things, again, that I can keep in my purse, and so I'm not caught off guard in any of the things and places that we're going. So first up, what I do is I always bring a trail mix, and I actually have it in a big Tupperware. So I've got my homemade trail mix. I've shown you guys this recipe before. Go through the videos. I've shown you how I make this. Because I've got a longer trip this week, I'm taking this whole dang container, and I've got a couple little baggies to portion it off. If I'm going on just a short weekend trip, I might just fill up a couple of these baggies and throw it on my carry-on. Another thing that I do is my go-to bar, and trust me, finding a healthy bar out there is really, really challenging because they're all loaded with sugar. And this one, same thing. There's still more sugar in here than I care to have, but this is the Go Macro bars. And I usually get the ones that are a little higher in protein. These are potentially for meal replacements. This is going to be, if I'm stuck in the airport and I'm delayed, or I'm, in a situation where I'm flying during dinner time or something, this has got enough calories in there and enough healthy fats, proteins, and carbohydrates to really hold me over. So the Go Macro bars, they're organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan, soy-free, all that great stuff. Another thing that I like to do is pack some crackers. And this is, if you've saw it before, this is my new find, the Simple Mills. And this is like a paleo cracker. It's no grains at all. Unlike this still has the grains in it, but this is grain-free. So I'm bringing the whole darn box on this trip. But normally what I would do if it was just a short trip, I would just portion it off, throw it in a little baggie, throw it in my carry-on. Now, this is a longer trip, so I plan on doing some workouts while I'm there. And last time I was in Minnesota, I forgot my pre-workout. Energize, right there. I went to GNC. Do you know how hard it is to find a pre-workout at GNC that doesn't have chemicals and sucralose and crap in it? Like, we couldn't find anything. There was nothing in that store. So I sucked it up, and I drank something that had sucralose in it for 4 days. But this time, it was a learning experience. I will never, ever forget my Energize again. So what I'll do is I'll take this off, I'll throw it in a little baggie with the scoop, and I'll bring a little shaker cup for my pre-workout drink. And then, of course, I never go anywhere without it, my Shakeology. I have a bag. Unfortunately, they do have the individual packets that are perfect for traveling. But if you don't have the individual packets, all I did was scoop out enough servings, and I have the little scooper in there. And then all I do is roll that up, throw it in my little shaker bottle, and it travels just like that. There you go. So again, option for another meal replacement. So I'm not left high and dry. Other things that are easy to travel with, your veggies. You can do carrots, celery, cut up some bell peppers. Those are easy to travel with. Fruit, apples are super easy. You got to be cautious of some things that aren't going to get smashed and mushy. Bananas, fortunately, I try to travel with those, and they always seem to get smashed. Grapes aren't so bad, and you can always put them in a little Tupperware container too. But those are also some great options that you can throw into your carry-on bag, and that way you're not caught in surprise. Does it take more work to do this kind of stuff? Absolutely it does. It does take more kind of work. But, when you've been caught in situations where your only option is a candy bar, and not so fun. So I guess I've learned over the time, I'd rather be prepared. I'd rather have something that I know that I'm going to eat. I'm not going to feel like shit when I'm done eating it. And I have it with me all the time. So hopefully you can get some ideas from some of the things that I just shared from you. If you're going to be traveling, if you're coming up on a short little weekend vacation or a longer getaway, on some ways that you can bring some things with you to help you stay on track with your nutrition, and also to help you, again, if anything comes up, any emergencies or any delays, and you are stuck for hours and hours and hours in an airport. All right. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see, there's Breezy, I see Shannon, Chris. I hope to see some of you guys and when I'm back in Minnesota next week. You guys have a great day.